The Fox Texas Trio is back to discuss our interview with PUC Chairman Peter Lake. Stephen, natural gas prices are going up. What are you hearing from state lawmakers in North Texas about this possibly wrecking the redesign?
Well, a lot of lawmakers in North Texas and just across the state have been saying that they are concerned about the buck being passed on to the consumer. But that kind of seems like lip service because they can't really control too much how much prices will go up and when they will go up. I know there's been multiple committee meetings in this off part of the session where outgoing State Senator Jane Nelson and others have mentioned concerns about costs, but will it really change? Probably not.
Greg, the PUC has started this program for people to plug their cars, their solar panels into the grid. Do you think this is just going to be more PR than practical?
Rudy, it's a fact Texas currently consumes more electricity than any other state in the nation, and demand here is growing fast. So sure, there's a place for those non-traditional electrons to go. The question is, will it be cost effective and happen anytime soon in a significant way? Now, ERCOT itself expects the number of electric vehicles in Texas to rise to 1 million in the next 5 years. Now, imagine the giant sucking sound of all those vehicles juicing up on our current overworked grid. My point is this: we are going to need a boatload more generation, and nearly everything currently on the drawing board involves subsidized, non-dispatchable renewables like wind and solar. Experts I talk to say that's a formula for potentially damaging shortages without the development of lots of battery storage.
Yeah, and will the locals allow it to happen? Now, guys, you heard Lake describe why he believes the lights are going to stay on and why he said he's going to sleep well at night. How do you think that comment's going to play out, Stephen?
Well, that's a big comment, right? Him saying he can sleep well at night. And we do have to give officials some credit. The grid has been tested in cold and very hot temperatures in the last year since that deadly storm. And so there has been reforms, but there is a lot of room to go. And as more people continue to move to Texas, that means a bigger load on the power grid, more reserves needed, more money being spent.
Bold statement there, Greg. You agree with it?
Yeah, Rudy, renewables like wind and solar are contributing about a quarter of the electrons in the Texas grid, and demand is growing by leaps and bounds, in part because the economic playing field has been tilted in their favor with major subsidies. Bottom line, there is not a single natural gas generating plant that I'm aware of being built in the Lone Star State to balance all that renewable growth with what they call dispatchable power. Electricity generation which doesn't depend on the wind blowing and the sun shining. I think there will be a major push in Austin next year to provide an economic incentive for at least some new fossil fuel generation as a necessary safety net.
Guys, real quick, there's going to be a fight in the legislature in this redesign. Who's going to be the winner, consumer groups or these power companies? Stephen?
Power companies always win.
Greg?
Yeah, got to go with the power companies, but the consumers are going to scream.
Another look at the interview can be found on our Fox Station's YouTube sites.
And the conversation continues as we push forward topics on our social media sites like Twitter and TikTok.
Next week on Texas The Issue Is, I sit down with Texas Secretary of State John Scott. We talk about the first week total of early voting, as early voting will be wrapping up. And then we also talk about his controversial decision to monitor the elections in Harris County. We'll have that next week when you join us, and be sure to let us know what you think the issue is.